Great information about sugar glider as pet, sugar glider facts. Detailed explanation on why one should not get a sugar glider at home. Let's do a full deep dive into sugar gliders. What they are, their behavior, fun facts, and especially why they're often not good pets despite their cuteness. Sugar gliders as pets, the full truth. What is a sugar glider? Origin, native to Australia, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. Category, marsupial, like kangaroos and koalas, not rodents. Size, about 5 to 7 inches long, head body, with a tail about the same length. Weight, 3 to 5 ounces, a bit larger than a hamster, smaller than a rat. Lifespan, around 12 to 15 years in captivity, longer than most small pets. Special feature, they have a patagium, a stretchy skin membrane that lets them glide between trees like a flying squirrel. Sugar gliders, also known as Petaurus breviceps, are small, arboreal marsupials native to the forests and woodlands of Australia, Tasmania, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and surrounding regions. They are often mistaken for flying squirrels or rodents, but they belong to the order Diprotodontia, closely related to kangaroos and koalas. The name sugar glider derives from their preference for sweet foods like nectar and sap, combined with their remarkable ability to glide through the air using a patagium, a thin furred membrane stretching from their wrists to their ankles. This membrane acts like a parachute, allowing them to glide distances of up to 150 feet, about 45 meters, between trees, and they can even catch insects midair during these leaps. Sugar glider fun and fascinating facts. Gliders by nature, they can glide up to 150 feet in the wild. Social animals. In nature, they live in colonies of up to 10 to 20 gliders. Loneliness can cause stress, depression, and even self-harm. Nocturnal. They're active at night and sleep during the day, which can clash with human schedules. Marsupial moms. Like kangaroos, mothers carry their tiny jelly bean-sized babies in their pouch. Complex diet. In the wild, they eat tree sap, nectar, fruit, insects, and even small lizards. This makes replicating their diet at home very tricky. Bonding process. Owners often carry them in a bonding pouch around the neck for hours to help them feel secure. Communication. They bark, chatter, and crab, a loud, angry sound to communicate. Sugar gliders, Petaurus breviceps, are small arboreal marsupials native to the forests and woodlands of Australia, Tasmania, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and surrounding regions. They are often mistaken for flying squirrels or rodents, but they belong to the order Diprotodontia, closely related to kangaroos and koalas. The name sugar glider derives from their preference for sweet foods like nectar and sap, combined with their remarkable ability to glide through the air using a patagium, a thin furred membrane stretching from their wrists to their ankles. This membrane acts like a parachute, allowing them to glide distances of up to 150 feet, about 45 meters, between trees, and they can even catch insects midair during these leaps. Physically, sugar gliders are diminutive creatures. Adults typically measure 5 to 12 inches, 13 to 30 centimeters in body length, with a tail of similar length, 6 to 9 inches or 15 to 23 centimeters, that aids in steering during glides and acts as a rudder. Males weigh between 100 and 160 grams, 3.5 to 5.6 ounces, while females are slightly lighter at 80 to 130 grams, 2.8 to 4.6 ounces. Their fur is soft and dense, usually gray with a black stripe running from the nose to the back, white underbellies, and sometimes cream or yellowish markings. They have large, dark eyes adapted for nocturnal vision, enabling them to see well in low light. Their ears are highly mobile and sensitive, helping detect sounds from predators or prey. Sugar gliders possess opposable thumbs and 4 fingers on each hand and foot, ending in sharp claws that grip like Velcro on bark and branches. They also have a bifurcated, split tongue for lapping up nectar, and a scent gland on their forehead and chest used for marking territory. As marsupials, sugar gliders give birth to underdeveloped young, joeys, after a short gestation of about 16 days. The joeys, no larger than a grain of rice, crawl into the mother's pouch where they attach to a nipple and develop for 60 to 70 days. Females typically have 1 or 2 joeys per litter, and in the wild, they can breed year-round in favorable conditions, though breeding peaks in certain seasons. Lifespan in the wild is around 5 to 7 years due to predation and environmental hazards, but in captivity, with proper care, they can live 12 to 15 years or longer. Behaviorally, sugar gliders are highly social and live in colonies of up to 7 to 15 individuals in the wild, sharing nests in tree hollows lined with leaves. They are nocturnal, sleeping during the day, often curled up in groups for warmth, and becoming active at dusk to forage. Their diet is omnivorous. In spring and summer, they primarily consume insects, larvae, moths, beetles, and other arthropods for protein. In winter, they shift to plant-based foods like acacia gum, eucalyptus sap, nectar, pollen, fruits, and honeydew. They play a role in pollination and seed dispersal in their ecosystems. Communication involves a range of vocalizations, including barking, like a small dog, crabbing, a defensive hiss, chirping, and chattering, often used to signal alarm, mating, or bonding. They also use scent marking for territorial purposes and grooming each other to strengthen social bonds. In terms of adaptations, sugar gliders have excellent night vision and a keen sense of smell to locate food. They can strip bark from trees with their sharp teeth, revealing sap or insects underneath. Interestingly, they have anal glands similar to those in ferrets or skunks for scent marking, and males develop a bald spot on their head from rubbing scent glands. They are agile climbers and rarely descend to the ground, preferring to stay in the canopy to avoid ground predators. Sugar gliders have gained popularity as exotic pets due to their cute appearance, playful nature, and gliding abilities, but they require specialized care that mimics their wild environment. Break time. 5. Sugar gliders need a spacious, tall enclosure to accommodate their arboreal and gliding habits. The minimum cage size for 2 to 3 gliders is 4 feet tall by 2 feet wide by 2 feet deep, about 1.2 meter, 0.6 meter, 0.6 meters, but larger is better, ideally 6 feet tall or more for multiple gliders. Use powder-coated metal bars with spacing no wider than 0.5 inches, 1.3 centimeters, to prevent escapes or injuries. Avoid glass aquariums due to poor ventilation, which can lead to respiratory issues. The cage should include multiple levels, branches, vines, ropes, and pouches for nesting. Place it in a quiet, draft-free room with temperatures between 70 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 32 degrees, and humidity around 40 to 50%. Provide nesting boxes or fleece pouches for sleeping, as they nest in groups. Line the bottom with a tray for easy cleaning, and add safe toys like wheels, specially designed for gliders to prevent tail injuries, foraging toys, and chew items made from eucalyptus or apple wood. Spot clean daily to remove food waste and feces, and fully clean weekly with pet-safe disinfectants, ensuring no residue remains as it can irritate their sensitive skin and eyes. A balanced diet is crucial to prevent nutritional deficiencies like calcium-phosphorus imbalance, which can cause metabolic bone disease. In captivity, replicate their wild omnivorous diet, 75% fruits and vegetables, e.g. apples, pears, berries, carrots, sweet potatoes, leafy greens like arugula, Bibb lettuce, dill, radicchio, and 25% protein, e.g. boiled eggs, mealworms, crickets, or commercial glider pellets. Avoid high-fat foods, chocolate, caffeine, or dairy. Popular staple diets include the TPG, the pet glider, or BML, Bourbon's modified leadbeater's mixtures, which combine fruits, veggies, honey yogurt, and supplements. Feed 4 to 6 teaspoons per glider nightly as they eat at night. Provide fresh water via a bottle and dust insects with calcium powder 2 to 3 times weekly. Supplements like multivitamins are essential, but consult a vet for specifics. Overfeeding sweets can lead to obesity or dental issues. Socialization and handling. Sugar gliders are colony animals and should never be kept alone. Get at least 2 same-sex pairs to avoid unplanned breeding. They bond strongly with owners through daily interaction. At least 2 hours of out-of-cage time in a glider-proofed room. Cover wires, block small spaces. Bonding starts slowly. Carry them in a bonding pouch during the day to get used to your scent. Handle gently, as they may crab or bite if scared. Health and veterinary care. Routine checkups with an exotic vet are vital. Signs of health include bright eyes, moist nose, pink gums, firm grip, smooth coat, and good skin elasticity. Detailed explanation. Why one should not get a sugar glider at home. Why sugar gliders do not make good pets. 1. They are nocturnal and disruptive to human lifestyles. Sugar gliders are strictly nocturnal, sleeping all day and becoming hyperactive at night. They bark, chatter, and make loud noises, similar to a yapping dog, during play or alarm, which can disturb sleep in a household. If you're not a night owl, you'll miss their active periods, leading to inadequate bonding and exercise. Forcing them onto a diurnal schedule stresses them and shortens their lifespan. This mismatch often results in neglected pets or rehoming. Most active from midnight to dawn when you're trying to sleep. They make loud noises at night, barking, crabbing, climbing cage bars. Keeping them in a bedroom, expect sleepless nights. 2. They need friends. In the wild, they live in large colonies, so solitary confinement causes depression, self-mutilation, or aggression. You must keep at least 2, but managing a group requires even more space and resources. They need 2+ hours of daily interaction outside the cage, plus bonding time. 1. Extremely specialized diet. Their nutritional needs are precise. Imbalances cause severe issues like hind limb paralysis from calcium deficiency. Sourcing fresh insects, safe fruits, and supplements is time-consuming and expensive. Many owners fail at this, leading to vet bills or early death. 1. Very messy pets. Gliders urinate and defecate frequently, often while gliding or on you, creating odor and mess. Their dander can trigger allergies or respiratory problems. They carry risks of transmitting diseases like salmonella through feces. Maintenance housing. Need large vertical cages with climbing branches, toys, and safe spaces. Bored gliders can injure themselves, chew, or escape. They require out-of-cage playtime every single night. They bite and scratch. Sharp claws and teeth can scratch or bite, causing pain or infection, especially during night frights, sudden panics. They may become aggressive in groups or if not socialized properly. Handling them can be uncomfortable, and they aren't suitable for children. Veterinary challenges. They are prone to stress-related illnesses, obesity, dental decay, and parasites. Finding an exotic vet experienced with gliders is hard and costly. Lifespan in poor care drops significantly. Long commitment. Illegal or restricted in some areas. Bonding takes months or years. The hard truth. Why you shouldn't get one. Sugar gliders are wild animals at heart, not domesticated like cats or dogs. Their needs are incredibly complex. Specialized diet, social structures, large housing, late-night activity, and lifelong commitment. The best way to admire sugar gliders is to appreciate them in the wild or through reputable sanctuaries, not by trying to force them into being easy house pets. In summary, sugar gliders are fascinating, adorable, and unique marsupials. But unless you are a very experienced exotic pet keeper with the time, money, knowledge, and dedication to care for a colony of them properly, they are not good pets for most households. While sugar gliders are fascinating, the challenges far outweigh the rewards for most. Consider volunteering at a sanctuary or observing them in zoos instead.